Okay, once again, sorry about that. Here we go. Part 2 of the 2011 Record Store Day Black Friday exclusive releases. As you can see, gorgeous red box, nice glossy thing. And I don't know if it's going to show up, but you can see it's actually slightly grainy there. It's supposed to, I think it's supposed to have a textured look to it. Want to see what's inside? Or should we move on? Maybe we'll just go to the... No, okay, yeah, sure. Okay. Now, first of all, there it is. Now, a couple things stand out immediately. First of all, there's this very nice... You can see that's actually a separate piece that's glued on there, and it's nice and thick, about the thickness of a normal album jacket. And this contains 4 7-inch singles. And what's cool about it is each Beatle sings the lead on the A side of one of the singles. Isn't that cool? Now, these are the first appearances on vinyl of the 2009 remastered versions of these songs. They're to whet our appetite for the... Last we knew we were going to get the remastered vinyl next year. Can't wait for that. Please, please, please. Oh, yeah. Now, I want to take a... I gotta show you these because they're really cool. So look at this. They're actually... There's a nice little ribbon here to help you lift them up. And let me show you a couple things. First of all, what they've done. These are the... Oh, by the way, these are the U.S. Picture sleeves. And as you can see, they've got the old capital orange and yellow swirl. And if you look closely, you will see that it tells us that this is from the United Artists release, 8 Arms to Hold You. And if you know what that means, you deserve to have somebody buy this for you for a present. Now, I'm going to show you the rest here. So we've got the Yellow Submarine cover there, and the other 2 7-inches, no picture sleeves were issued for them in the U.S. So they have the generic Apple just die cut sleeve, but you know it's gotta be right. And we also have a poster which is folds out. It's about this big. It's an uncropped version of the photo that's of that. And check it out, a 45 adapter that has the apple, the green apple on it. Now, this is the Syd Barrett piece. It's mostly photographs, actually, by Mick Rock. You can see one of his famous photos is on the cover. Mick Rock is a name you should know. And it's actually in a metal box, which I will prove to you is actual steel, because my Jimi Hendrix magnet sticks to it. But, you know, that might impress your kids, but I want to impress you with what's inside. I'll show you. So, yeah. Now, okay, so we get, you see one of those beautiful photographs there. You can see the clear yellow vinyl peeking through. And I'm going to set this down because the book is quite nice. Now, Mick Rock was a famous late 60s, early 70s photographer. Took shots of a lot of people. His images of like Bowie are pretty famous too. I think he did maybe Iggy Pop and some other people like that. Probably some of the, you know, maybe like a Lou. You could imagine. Anyway, he's great. And some of the photographs that we really think of Syd, particularly from his little short solo career, were taken by him. You can recognize that from the Madcap Laughs album. And, oh, pardon me, look away everybody. But anyway, just a beautiful, beautiful booklet, and just awesome. Now, assuming that you're interested in that, you're probably going to be interested in this. Brick, if you know what I'm saying. So look at this. It's just beautiful, beautiful package. And check out how it opens. And what's the first thing you see? Is what? What's that? 45 RPM adapter with the crossed hammers logo, huh? And inside here are 3 7-inches, the three singles from Pink Floyd The Wall. Now let me show you something. Let me show you these. So the first one, of course, again, I'll show you the covers here. So that's cool. There's a Japanese one. Now, Do you know what song that is? We don't know. Can you read that? I don't know what that says, but we know Hey You's the B-side. So, class, what's the A-side? Good. Somebody got it. Thank you. Very cool here. This is Run Like Hell. Now, let me show you this, because this actually, again, we're going for historical accuracy. And since I know this is right, because I actually own one of the original Another Brick in the Wall singles. I have two copies. One with this, and then there was, I think, the orange, I think I have an orange one also. But anyway, this is the correct label for the U.S. release of that. And I'm going to show you the Japanese one just because it's something you might not... That's not it. Just because you might not see it that often. It just looks cool because it's this weird plain orange thing. And it says, here is a 120-page book that contains a DVD and a Blu-ray with the 5.1 mix of the Beastie Boys album Hot Sauce Committee Part 2 and the two videos that went along with it, including the Fight for Your Right revisited video, which is really funny. And most of the book is probably about 108 pages of the 120 are photographs from the shooting of the video. And there's also the script for the video in here as well. And of course, the video is on both discs. You can get this Ozzy Osbourne trading card free if you buy either of his albums that were remastered earlier this year. They're classic albums from earlier in his career. You should also note that it is #1 in a series of heavy metal trading cards that you will be able to get. The next one will be announced in a couple of weeks. John Lennon's classic album, Imagine, will be reissued in a really nice box set. You can see it's huge. Different cover, of course, and if the light catches it just right, you can see where it says John Lennon Imagine. Now, why does this thing need to be so huge? Well, I'll tell you why. It's got 180-gram pressing of the record. This is the first time that the 2010 remaster will be available on vinyl, and as you may know, that's the original mix, so it's been a long time since you've been able to get that on vinyl. It also has a poster, some postcards, and an EP with 6 tracks that were originally on the John Lennon Anthology box set, and none of those have been available on vinyl. Here's another really cool cover, and watch the hands, or watch this little thing here, because there's a 3D effect here when I move it. I don't know. Hopefully it comes through on the video. Anyway, this is the Misfits album, which came out earlier this year. There's also some really cool surf stuff from Sundazed, who you can always count on for lots of fun. This is the Golden Breed soundtrack. There also are a bunch of these really cool albums Mr. Gasser and the Weirdos. It's got Ed Big Daddy Roth, who also by the name Rat Fink, so you can see these. They're also available on vinyl, so you can imagine how cool they'll look blown up. And a whole bunch of 7 inches Sundazed put out as well. Here's one of the Yardbirds ones. And there's some another Yardbirds one and some Birds ones. Very, very cool. Dr. Dog 7-inch here. You'll see that the vinyl is cool blue marble. And John Cale CD EP with 2 extra tracks. Got a couple LPs here I want to show off. Sharon Jones, also available on CD. Here's a Tom Zay best of. Warren Haynes, 2 live tracks on that. And just to kind of wrap things up, we've got the Pete Townshend Quadrophenia demos. There are 6 of them on here. This is to remind me that the Red Hot Chili Peppers classic Blood Sugar Sex Magic will be out on double red 180-gram vinyl, mastered by Bernie Grundman. So you expect that to sound fantastic. There's a Soundgarden Sound Check EP, sort of goes along with the Live on I-5 project. And finally, here is the Nirvana Nevermind singles box set with 4 10-inch singles. Thanks for watching. Thank you for shopping with us all year long, and we will see you on Friday. Hey, thanks again for watching, and if you missed part 1 of this video, which is where I go through the Doors, show you the inside of the Doors, Janis Joplin, Grateful Dead, Typo Negative, Tom Petty, Black Keys, Bob Dylan, Miles Davis, Wilco, Kings of Leon, and a bunch of other stuff. There's a link here. Just hit that. You can loop back to part 1, and we'll see you Friday.